Hey everybody, welcome back to a new Tanki Classic video. So there's actually a new development on Tanki Classic, one I honestly didn't expect, mainly because I kind of thought Hazel was kind of locked into his ideas about Tanki Classic and was a little bit probably unwilling to change, but it seems I was wrong, which I will gladly admit to being wrong about, because this is actually one of the biggest positive notes we've had over the last 2 to 3 months since Tanki Classic kind of got announced as being released, because it's been what, 2.5 months since we officially knew early access was coming in late December, and now it's obviously been over a month since early access has been announced. Now unfortunately this isn't a change that's happening immediately. It's something that's still going to take a while because it's actually the development plans that have changed, which is very, very good. Again, I was kind of locked in on this idea that Hazel was basically completely set in his mind. He was unwilling to change a lot of these ideas he had towards Tanki Classic and the success of Tanki Classic. So we'll actually scroll down and I'll go over a few of them because it's very, very interesting. I'm excited to see a lot of these changes because it means we're going to get a better version of what we want when it comes to Tanki Classic. Now, at the end of the day, all these changes mean less if it still takes a month in between every single development plan checkmark. Because again, if we're taking a month for every single thing, we're not getting Tanki Classic release until next December. Seriously, that's the speed we're currently going at, which really sucks because obviously no one wants to wait a full year for Tanki Classic. By that point, the whole hype around the game is going to be so dead, you might as well just cancel the project at that point. My hope is we have June release, Tanki birthday release. That's the best case scenario. If we don't get a June release, I don't really know what to say. That's going to be crazy topic for discussion once that comes. So obviously we have the 2 check marks here. Closed testing officially begun. The Juggernaut mode is ready. And then they've added some new stuff. So lobby interface remake. This is how everyone knows the lobby interface just looks a bit off. Everything is a little bit unfinished. There's some unpolished text, unpolished shadows. Just overall, the lobby interface is not that great looking. It's clearly some sort of recreation, but not fully there. So it's a good thing they added this. They added a lot of stuff that's just more clarification stuff that they can just check mark off when they finish. Because again, there's some things they've been updating, but since it's not actually in the development plan checklist, they're not able to check it off. So no one knows if something's actually being changed. And remember, this is early access. We paid money to test the game in early access. We should know when new stuff comes, when new changes are made, all that good stuff. Battle HUD, that's not new. They added protection modules, which as we know are mostly finished in the game now. The only real big changes we need are the ones that involve both Striker or Gauss, because only one of those is going to be in the finished version of the game. Railgun shot effect, that's just something we already knew about. Touch controls, now this is pretty darn interesting. The ability to control tanks on the mobile phone, meaning Tanki Classic is most likely going to be on mobile, which Hazel, if you guys remember last year, had said they didn't plan to add Tanki Classic to mobile. So I don't know who made the decision to just add touch controls for the classic version and add it to mobile, but that's pretty big because you think about it, there's probably 5 to 10% of the current player base that play on mobile. Not maybe fully, but at least 5 to 10% of the players use mobile phones sometimes to play Tanki. So that's pretty big in terms of just player numbers, adding a little bit more people to the actual player base of Tanki Classic. Tank explosion effects, obviously, that's nice. Twin shot effect, matchmaking map. Adaption of matchmaking maps from Tanki Online for the classic version. Not really a huge fan of this because the matchmaking maps, or at least the versions for matchmaking, I mean, we're not getting matchmaking in Tanki Classic. We're getting obviously the play button, which creates a random pro battle, but I think the matchmaking should stay in Tanki Online, because if you don't have the premium version, you have to click that battle button, which will either put you into a game or automatically create a game. And if it's automatically creating these matchmaking maps, you're going to get in it. It's going to be like, whoa, why am I in normal Tanki right now? That's my opinion of it, because the matchmaking maps, they feel more like current Tanki than they do Tanki Classic, so I don't know about this. I mean, at the end of the day, mostly people are going to be creating maps they want. They're not going to be creating matchmaking maps, so that's kind of like a here nor there. Probably siding on the wish they didn't do it. Legacy map versions, now this was actually a lot further up, but they moved it down pretty far. It's good they still have it here because everyone wants those legacy graphics, those legacy maps. This is one of the most exciting things for me for Tanki Classic, because if you're not really feeling it, you think it really doesn't feel too much like old Tanki, the second you get into a legacy map, bam, that just like overwhelming old tanky feeling from those. So that's good. Crystal boxes on all maps, awesome. Containers, yeah. Vote striker or Gauss, we already knew about this. Vote for overdrives, vote for smart supplies, vote for gold boxes randomly or every 700 funds. This is stuff I've gone over before. Vote for gold boxes with or without drop zones. Vote for augments in skins or without. I'm pretty sure this was new from a few weeks ago, but I'll go over it. This is adding the option for augments and skins or without skins. And again, for me, I'd rather have them without skins because I think the whole fun of skins is the customization. If you're automatically having to use one specific skin because it has the best augment out of the 3 to 4 different augments for turrets or holes in the game, I think you kind of defeat the purpose of the skins, which are the cosmetic. I'm not a huge fan. I'll be voting for augments to not be paired with skins and to be separate. Vote for gold boxes to drop fast or slow. We've already gone over this. I'm going to vote for slow because it's more fun. This is a new one. Vote for the pre-rebalance progression style or the post-rebalance progression style. Now, this is something I didn't think would actually be added because Hazel in the forum was talking about how he thought the pre-progression or pre-rebalance was like infinitely better for the long-term version of Tanki Classic with player numbers and everything. And I read it thinking like, oh, okay, so he's fully set in this opinion and we're not going to get this changed. I was basically right there with my opinions, but it looks like we can actually vote on it. Guys, I know like probably about 10% of the comments on my video going over the progression were saying they liked it, but 90% said they hate it. So we better have 90% of people voting for post rebalance progression. That is infinitely better, much more fun. The progression in Tanki Online feels 5,000 times better. Guys, vote for post rebalance progression, not the current one where you get M3 turrets and holes after playing for 2 to 3 hours. Please vote for post rebalance progression. Rare maps now, addition of removed maps and maps that were only prototypes. This would be very cool, getting some prototype maps in there. Hazel shared a few. I don't know if it was in a few vlogs ago or maybe it was in an interview. We also have a secret vote. Not exactly sure what this is. It says, we'll tell you when the time is right. So not really sure what that is. It better not be some weird current tanky thing that they want to add. It better actually be some interesting thing. Like maybe this has something to do with opening up early testing for players early, like for free. That's my guess if this is a secret vote, meaning more so along the lines of at this point in early testing, do you just want to open it up for everyone to play early testing? That's my guess on the votes. Promo codes, obviously people like promo codes. I can do giveaways for Tanki Classic, so promo codes, I like the idea for adding those, obviously. Additional battle creation options, always really helpful. End of closed testing, friend system, crystal purchases. Okay, this one's actually kind of interesting. The ability to purchase crystals in the shop for real currency. Now, I would much rather this be kit purchases, not crystal purchases, because if you could purchase kits, maybe not for real money, but adding kits to the game, because Tanki doesn't currently plan on adding kits to the game, I would much rather this be having the ability to purchase kits in the garage for crystals. You can save up crystals, you can get kits, which have versions of the turrets, M2, M1, a little bit earlier if you buy it in a kit than if you would just rank up normally. This one, ability to purchase crystals in the shop, I'll probably vote against. I don't know if this is a voting thing or if this is just something they plan on doing. I know Hazel said they wanted to add the option for premium pass and then maybe one other thing. If there's a crystal purchasing option in the game, I'm not fully against it. Obviously, I don't want this. I think it's kind of like you're getting towards that pay to win. But I think for crystals, it's better than adding the kit option for money. Because when you could buy kits for money and you could get M3 kits like 5-6 ranks before M3 actually opened up for normal ranks, that was frustrating. But crystals not nearly as OP if you can buy them for money. I understand Tanki Classic needs some money, so I'm not fully against it, just for the fact that if we want Tanki Classic to get updates, they need to make money, and premium being cheap is only going to be so lucrative for Tanki. Premium Pass, ability to subscribe to Premium Pass, bonuses and restrictions associated with Premium Pass status. Polishing, minimization of minor visual differences between the build and classic look of the game, and then the global release. So yeah, they added a bunch, probably doubled this. Maybe not fully doubled, but still added a bunch. We needed something like this. This is a little it's like reassures me by a lot, especially the pre-rebalance, post-rebalance voting option. That really reassures me to where they're actually open to making changes. Because again, in the forum when Hazel talks, I don't know if it's the Russian English auto translation, it always sounds like he's very, very set in his opinions, and you're not going to change it. So I'm happy that he was open enough to actually see how many people really wanted the old rebalance, not the current, or the new rebalance, not the current old rebalance. So I'm happy to see that. This is pretty big news. This is huge news. I'm a little bit happier now. Obviously, this only means so much if it still takes infinite time to actually get this stuff in the game. And so we'll see. This is really awesome if we get changes happening fast. And this is like awesome, but also who cares if it's going to take another year to get the game. So let me know what you guys think about this in the comments down below. Again, if you're going to spend money, if you're going to get early access, don't forget to go to settings, account, choose my creator tag right here or anyone else's. Again, at the end of the day, if you don't have a creator tag selected, you're just giving Tanki more money. So make sure you have a creator tag selected, gives back to the YouTubers who actually upload on the game. But yeah, let me know what you guys think about this in the comments down below. I'll see you guys in a future video. Peace out, everybody.